Good morning, students.
Good morning.
So, students, now we are taking our political science chapter 1 for the term 1 revision purpose. Okay? We have completed revision on the French Revolution. Now we are moving ahead to revise the political science chapter, and the title of the chapter is What is Democracy and Why Democracy. It becomes very important not only for the completion of this syllabus, but because this chapter is your foundation, the same content and same topic you will be having your in upcoming class, it means class 10. So, in a detailed manner, the basic concept is very necessary for understanding purpose. Okay, so it is very important as far as not only limited only your term 1 examination paper, but for your next class also. So, again we will write down some bullet points and simultaneously I will explain it to you, and you have to note down in your fair notebook. Mention the date of today, then revision, then title of the chapter, and then these bullet points. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, first of all, the title itself is asking you what is democracy. That when we say democracy, so what do you understand by this term? There are so many things to define the democracy. Okay, one a simple definition, or one in a detailed manner. Okay, so we are going step by step. Word democracy comes from the Greek word demokratia. This word has been derived from the Greek language. Okay, and the word is demokratia, in which demos means people, kratia means rule. It means people's rule. Understood? The word democracy is derived from the Greek language, and the word is demokratia, in which when we break the word, demos means people, kratia means rule. It means rule of the people is known as democracy. Second term, democracy is a form of government. Yes, it is a system of government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
I will explain it. And who has said it? Abraham Lincoln. Okay? It is said by Abraham Lincoln. When we say democracy is of the people, yes, for whom the democratic regime has been established in South Africa, for the people of the or citizen of the South Africa. You can see how the topics are interlinked. You can give the example of the democracy even in your next chapter, which is constitutional design. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
You shouldn't limit your knowledge or your learning that this question is belong to particular chapter. So I have to limit myself that I cannot involve the thing which can be valuable, which is included in the next chapter. Got it? Because in constitutional design in South Africa, for what they fought, the black community and the non-whites, to get the equal rights, equality. How they got politically this equality? With the help of Republic and Democratic South Africa. You can quote the example of South Africa also. If the question is to be asked to you, what do you mean by democracy? Give an example. Yes or no? You can relate your second chapter content. So this is all about learning and studying. Okay, beta? Now, it is said by Abraham Lincoln that it is of the people. Yes, it is for the country people. It is by the people. Why? Because people elect their own representative. So who are electing the representative? The people. That's why it is by the people. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Then for the people. For whom we are electing our representative? For us. For us. That we want that particular representative to represent as a form of CM, okay, Chief Minister or the Prime Minister. Why we are electing? Because we want that he is an honest guy, and we want that he should be our ruler or representative. That's why it is for the people. Democracy is a system of government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Understood? And it is said by Abraham Lincoln. So, here you can define the definition of democracy in these two ways. Understood? Now, another. government in which the rulers elected by the people. These all are definitive terms to satisfy that what do you mean by democracy. Now, these 3 points you have prepared. Now the question can be asked to you on these, that how the question can be framed. What is my purpose? To give you the revision, not only to just highlight a point, but to prepare you that when we used to say the middle of the question will be given to you. What is all about? It is that if you study these 4 points, okay, understood? Then frame the question for these 4 points by your own way. It will be very helpful. It will be very helpful for you even in history, geography, civics or economics. Now you can see they can ask you for first point, they can ask you the question from which language the term democracy or democratia has been derived. Yes or no? Greek language. So these are the tactics that and you have to apply it when you are reading the lesson also. Are you getting my point, beta? So simultaneously you are covering the syllabus and in the next step you are framing the question by your own. It should be your practice. It should be in your practice so that you will develop the skill to frame the questions. And it will also very helpful you that then the fear in your mind that from where the question can be asked in the middle of the chapter. This I find very common type of fear in your mind. It will also reduce by this practice. Always remember such type of practice you have to do. Okay, beta, in a regular basis. Now for this, what question can be framed? It is a very short question. They can frame you for 1 mark, or they can also ask you that who has said democracy is a form of government of the people, by the people and for the people? Abraham Lincoln. Okay, that thing they can give you in the form of MCQ as option A, Abraham Lincoln, option B, Mahatma Gandhi ji, option C, Bhimrao Ambedkar, option D, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. You know who? So option A is correct. When you, and the next important thing which I want to clear all of you who are sitting here, in the examination, either in term 1 or unit or final term, if you are solving your SST question paper, one important instruction that first of all in your notebook in the middle section should be mentioned in broad letter, that which section you are doing. There will be section A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so which section you are attempting first, that should be highlighted by you, section A. Then answer 1. Okay, answer 1 is a MCQ. So what MCQ you are selecting? Suppose C is correct according to you. So you will write down section A in the middle, answer 1 and then C, and you will write down whatever is written in option C. Not only option C, option D, no. This is the wrong practice. Getting my point? I cannot repeat again and again. If you will do the same mistake, then you will not get the good marks. Understood? So you have to write down option with the correct numbering of answer plus whatever is given in the option C. Understood? Yes, it should be in your practice. Next, simply they can ask you that what is democracy? Okay. You have prepared 3 points. Any one of you you can frame your own answer. You can write down democracy is a form of government or system of government, okay, for the people, of the people, by the people. Okay. You can write down it is a system of government in which the representative of a nation is elected by the citizen or the people of the nation. Okay. For 1 mark it is sufficient. Or you can add who is good in practice. Even you can write down the word democracy is derived from the Greek language democratia, which means demos means people, gratia means rule. So it is a rule of people. You will get marks. It is main thing is that understanding of the question. That what is asked, you understood or not. Okay, beta. So these are the revision practices. Now we will write down the next point. Always remember, practice to frame the question. How much you practice, so much you will learn. Yes. Yes.
Ma'am, when any question comes, ma'am, we have to write in paragraph or points.
Okay, sit down. I will tell you. Very good question. That in MCQ there is no chance. You have to just go through with the which is correct option. In case-based study, again it depends on me either or the teachers. They are giving you the case-based study question as a form of MCQ or fill up or true false. It is also again no chance to write down more thing. Now, it is totally up to you. And the challenge that you ask me that ma'am we have to write down our answer in paragraph or in points. 3 marks question and you are asking for 5 marks. Correct? It means short and long answer you are asking. Always remember my children that 3 marks question or the 5 marks question, if you know so much about the topic, then you have to write down in points. If you know less about the content, to go through with the paragraph. Understood? Yes. Because what means, because even you can take the example that in your 9th and 10th standard, the words limit for your short answer, it means 3 marks question is 80 words. Standardized 80 words. Doesn't matter you reach for 80 words or not, you can write down your 40, 50 or 60 words. It depends on you how much you know about the topic. Yes or no? But again, you have to select that if I know the question very much, okay, this is so, in this question I can write so much. So you have to write down in points. Okay? And if you see, I know not so much, it happens in the examination. Some questions we used to see that they are very easy for us because we have learned them. Okay, some seems very tough because we hadn't learned them. There is nothing which can be called tough and easy or hard. No. It depends on our study pattern. Nothing is hard, nothing is easy. Yes or no? How can you justify one question is easy? Because you have gone through, you have practiced, that's why it is easy for you. So nothing is easy and nothing is tough. First thing. And now, point should be given if you know more content. Okay? And if your answer is limited, then you have to go through with the paragraph. Clear? Okay. It is all about to get the good marks in the examination. Okay? Now again, your point shouldn't be repeated. Suppose they have given you the question, write any 3 features of democracy. 3 features. And you are writing 3 features, you are writing 1, 2, 3. But you are repeating the features, then again it will be counted only 2 features. Yes or no? So that thing in your mind, that what you are writing, there should be a peace of mind when you are dealing with the question answer. Read, think, and then realize that what is the question all about. Are you getting my point? It will take the time, practice and regular pattern of studying. Because in examination, the time is itself a bonding. Pressure of time is there. Yes or no? Okay, so many questions. Within 1.5 hours I have to complete. So, it is a challenge. But again, you have to practice and you have to study and you have to do the writing practice also. So that your question shouldn't be lived by you. Otherwise, you know the question, but more of which you hadn't attempted, how can you get the marks? Yes or no? That's why dividation of time is very important. That it is another skill. It comes again practice. That 1.5 hour. Okay, how many questions I can solve? I can solve 10 MCQ. I can solve 3 or 4 short answer. That I don't know. You have to practice at home. Set a paper for yourself. Okay, 1.5 hour time, and see how many questions you can solve. It will increase your writing practice also, and at the same time the spelling should be correct, your handwriting should be neat and clean. So many things are there to get the good marks. Understood? It is all about the practice. Now next point is features of democracy. Features of democracy. When we say what are the main features of democracy, the first feature itself we are taking from its definition. Getting my point? What? Rulers elected by the people comma, who take all the major decisions. Okay. So you can see when the question has been changed, that write down any 3 features, or they can ask you in any way that what are the features of democracy. Okay beta. Now the first very feature that it is itself within the definition of democracy. Okay Karan? So rulers elected by the people, and why we elect the people? Because they can take the major decision in the welfare of the country people. Who take all the major decisions. Second feature, you can write down. Election offer a choice. Elections offer a choice. Election offer a choice and fair opportunity to the people to change the current rulers. To change the current rulers. Agree or disagree?
Agree.
How? Because every 5 years, after every 5 years, there is elections procedure. Yes or no? There is a system of election after every 5 years. So if we are not satisfied with the current government or the current representative, then after 5 years we can decide that we will not support or give our vote to the same political party or the same candidate. Yes or no? So this is a very important feature of democracy, which is never involved in the autocratic rulership or a monarchy system. So this is again the second feature of the democracy. Okay. Your revision should be like this, that when you are doing the revision, it means you automatically learn the things. And it will be only if you have read your chapter earlier. Without reading a chapter, no, you cannot understand the basic idea behind your subject or content. It is very important. Understood, beta? Okay. Now next feature is the exercise of this choice. The exercise of this choice basic rulers of the constitution of the constitution and citizens right. These are the main three features of democracy. What is the third feature? The exercise of the choice. What type of exercise? That we can change our rulers with our voting power. That exercise resulted to the government limited by basic rulers of the constitution and citizen rights. It's safe, it's secure. That there should be, it protect. That there should be not a autocratic rulership again. Because if we will not having this system that after every 5 years there will be election procedure is again, then maybe there will be only one political party and then they can be an autocratic government. And just because of the voting system or the after 5 years election practice, citizens' right preserved. Yes or no? And it is also that as a citizen we are having the right that again we can decide whom we have to elect or whom we have to not elect. Yes or no? It depends on the 5 years working system, the development, whatever development has been done by the particular government. Then we go through. Okay, that government, this government within the 5 years have done so many achievements in the sports field. Okay, in the development field, in the education sector, in the industrialization, they have given so much of opportunity to the rural people, the farmers, new scheme. That's all. I used to say, go through with the prime time news. Then you will know about the politics, what is going on in our country, because our country is the world's most diverse democratic country. World's top most diverse country which is a democratic country. So itself, if we are talking about India and we are studying democracy, how can we not talk about our own country? Understood? So you will update your knowledge if you watch the news, because it is all about the politics. Civics is political science. You have to go through with the daily news. So these three are the basic main feature of democracy. Understood? These 3 points can be given to you as a short answer. Okay? You know the 3 points. Go through with the points wise answer. Got it? If you don't know, then you have to write down the paragraph. But remember, the paragraph is also checked on the basis that whether the student have written the 3 different feature or not. If you only explain 2 features in a paragraph, you will get. Now again, how many spelling mistakes are there? The examination is, you are not sure that there are so many things to get the good marks in the examination. Okay, so we will continue some more points, students. I hope you are writing down in a notebook.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it is necessary. Okay, now next important feature we have completed now. Why democracy? Why we need democracy? Now see, why we need democracy, or we can say why we prefer democracy, same thing, or we can say that what is the best form of government? Why you select democracy as the best form of government? All questions are related to the same intent. Yes or no? So that is also important. That when you are preparing one topic, it can be anything. It can be from history. It can be from your geography. You are preparing one particular content. So see that particular content can be asked in the how many types of questions. That is again a matter of understanding. Because many times you people are so habitual that whatever you have written in your notebook, if the question can be little bit changed in its language, you thought it hasn't done by us. We don't know the answer. While you know the answer, but just question language has been changed. So that is also very important to understand. Now, why we need democracy? What are the reasons? Give any 3 reasons. They can ask you. Give any 3 reasons to favor the democracy. Okay, to favor the democracy as a best form of government. Then the same question, same content we are asking. Now we are writing the reason or the importance. In a democracy, the final decision. Okay, just rub it. This is why democracy. A democratic government is better. A democratic government is better because it is a more accountable form of government. More accountable form of government. Okay. Now what it means? That the question is, give any 3 reasons why you prefer the democratic government as a best form of government, or why do we need democratic government? Give any 3 reasons. Okay, with examples. The same thing. The first very important reason to prefer the democracy as a best form of government, that democratic government is better because it is a more accountable form of government. Accountable means, you can say, they are so responsible. They are so responsible towards the needs, towards the future of the country people. They always listen their queries, because it has been mentioned in the constitution that in a democratic nation, the representative should be liable, responsible, accountable, legitimate to satisfy the needs of the people. Now when we say needs is first of all 3 basic needs: food, shelter and health facility. Food and home. Food, shelter and home. These are the basic. Home. First of all, we need to live in a home. So these basic things are the basic responsibility of the representative of a country. And when we talk about a democratic government, our representative used to provide, and they are providing. We cannot deny the fact. Okay, they provide the rural people so many facilities that one you can so that Swarna Rojgar, 100 days employment to the laborers in the rural area, where they can feed their family so that they can just uplift their livelihood. So time to time, with the help of so many yojanas and so many schemes, our representative of the center level used to implement the ideas so that they can satisfy the 3 basic needs of the country people. Because in India, we will take our own country example, and it is applicable for the other democratic country also, that maybe your development goal can be different from me, because our development goal is basically derived from our economic status. Okay, the parents shelter, we need the food 3 times, then we will feel energized, and then we will open our book. Education comes later. First of all, 3 basic things should be provided to every single citizen of the nation. Okay, that is food, shelter and house. To satisfy all these basic needs, our democratic system of government is accountable. They are responsible. Okay, now the next is democracy improves the quality of decision making. Yes. Democracy improves the quality of decision making. How? Who is taking decision now here? Our representative. Because our representative knows very well that if we will not perform in the favor of the country people, if we will not take the good decision in a society, after 5 years they will not repeat us. So that fear is always remain on the mind of the representative, and that's why it improves the quality of decision making. Before giving any decision on any issue or any dispute in the society, they think 100 times. Then they come out with a final decision. And that it is the beauty of democracy, that in democracy decision making is a time consuming process. Because they always think in the favor of country people. That increases the quality of decision. Okay? We will continue this chapter in the next lecture. Till then, take care. Goodbye. Welcome.